Under the heavy hush of early winter, the small town of Willow's End was cloaked in silvery light and memory. Snow-painted rooftops and the maple trees stood, dignified and dusted, stretching their delicate, bare branches skyward. In a creaky house at the edge of the woods, a boy named Milo traced his finger along the icy windowpane, watching his breath cloud the glass. Milo's grandmother, Edna, sat wrapped in an old quilt which held the faded colors of past Christmases, her knitting needles clacking softly. The two had spent every winter together since Milo had come to stay. He remembered summers in the house, but the winters were what had stitched their bond, hearty stews cooking, tales by firelight, and the simple adventure in rescuing each other's mittens from snowdrifts. This winter, however, there was a quietness in Edna. Her eyes, once bright as the snow, had grown gentle and thoughtful. Milo sensed she was growing tired, though she smiled at him every morning as the kettle whistled. She'd started telling long stories of her youth, of skating on frozen lakes, leaping into snowbanks with friends long gone, and the winter she met Milo's grandfather amidst a flurry of falling stars. One brittle morning, with the world cast in frosted blue, Milo sat beside Edna and nervously pulled out a crumpled piece of paper. He'd written her story, in his own messy handwriting, preserving every detail she'd ever shared. He cleared his throat and began to read, his voice trembling at first, then growing steadier with each word. Edna watched him, tears glimmering in her eyes, not from sadness, but from the warmth that memory brings. When he finished, Edna placed her hand over his and whispered, "We are like the snow, each story unique and waiting to blanket someone with love." Milo pressed her hand back, and together, they gazed out the window as fresh snow began to fall, each flake a whisper carrying stories old and new. Night settled deep and gentle, snow feathering the world to sleep. Milo finished knitting the scarf Edna had started, not perfect, but filled with the simple beauty of care. He draped it around her shoulders, and she smiled, the kind that carries all the winters, all the springs, and all the days yet to come. Their laughter and stories danced in the firelight, giving the season a warmth that would last long after the snow melted and the world turned green again.